Ready when you are, man.
Put that in between. Oh,
Hold on, let me get their other ones ready.
not really, but yeah.
We got an hour. All right, let's go.
What's up, internet? And as you could probably tell by now, this is an eating challenge that I'm trying with my buddy Rashad at this place called Stacks and Yolks, which is a local breakfast favorite here in Las Vegas. The food was really good. They do have a challenge called the Get Stacked Challenge, which I thought was appropriate for my first ever eating challenge. That's right, I went into this completely blind, never having done an eating challenge before, but I just figured, you know, with hopes and dreams and a big enough appetite that I'd be able to take it down. The challenge was, to say the least, a little bit harder than I thought. It is 10 pancakes and 10 scrambled eggs, which sounds easy enough until you see the size of these pancakes. These pancakes are as big as my head, at very least, and almost as thick. I started off really strong, and I was attacking the pancakes just with my hands, tearing off pieces and dipping it into the maple syrup. You know, trying not to take too big of bites, but also just trying to attack it as fast as I possibly could before my stomach started to fill up. And eventually I slowed down and ate like a civilized human being and used a fork and knife. And I remembered my table manners, I guess, about, 8 to 9 minutes in. I'm sipping the water right now, and I'm adding some hot sauce to the eggs because while the pancakes were super great, super fluffy, super delicious, the eggs were on the burnt side. So they were a little tough to get down, but after I added the hot sauce and I started eating the eggs, it was pretty good. It was a nice break from the pancakes, but seeing that stack of about 6 pancakes onto my left right there, I just knew it was going to go from bad to worse as I continued to slow down and continued to take longer and longer breaks in between these pancakes. I don't give up. I just keep eating as much as I can, slowly. But I keep taking bigger and bigger sips of water. You know, all that water really did make the challenge a little bit harder than I think it had to be, but I needed the water to get those pancakes down. They weren't dry or anything like that, but just super thick, and you need water to get that kind of food down. As you can tell by now, I am taking way longer breaks. Again, just adding to the difficulty of this challenge for myself. Really, if I had just stayed at a steady pace, it would have been a lot easier, I think. I don't believe that my stomach had the capacity to do this, given the fact that this was my very first eating challenge after a pretty long diet, if I say so myself, and I did absolutely no training for this whatsoever. Again, I just went into this completely blind, and it was still a great experience. My buddy Rashad had given up a long time ago. I think he gave up after about the very first pancake, and he's like, all right, I'm completely done. But I don't know, I just don't have that in me to just give up right away. I have to be staring defeat directly in the face, and there has to be no other option for me other than defeat before I even begin to even think about throwing in the towel. But as you can tell, I'm starting to lean back and forth, and my stomach's just getting so full. I have to take massive breaks in between each bite, and I just know that the end is in sight. I'm disappointed with myself for sure. I can see it all over my face. I'm just so full, but just not willing to throw in the towel just yet, sipping that Diet Coke, making things a little bit easier actually, that Diet Coke. You'd be surprised how just that extra, that different taste is just a little bit better than pancakes and water. So I don't think Diet Coke would have been great for the entire challenge, but maybe if I had switched to the Diet Coke a little bit earlier, I might have been able to get some more pancakes down. But I'm still pretty happy with where I ended up. I ended up with about 5.5 pancakes down and all 10 eggs down. So given the fact that I had no training for this whatsoever, and I did not train my stomach capacity, I was pretty happy with where I ended up. This was super fun. I can't wait to come back. The food was really good. Yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
I know it. I can feel it already. If I eat another one, then you guys are going to have the cleanup on your hands.